Hey guys, what's up? It's Imurgency and welcome back to my channel. Oh, wait, I misspoke. I meant, hey guys, what's up? It's Scholargency and welcome back to my channel. That's right, this is another school-related video. If you couldn't tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about which colleges I'm going to be applying to this fall. And hopefully I'm getting into some of them because your boy needs his education. Now, this is more of a video just listing off the colleges that I'm applying to and why I'm applying to them. This little baby got his snip this weekend. Say hi. Sorry about that, my dogs came in. So as I was saying, this is not one of those statistics videos where I give like my SAT scores, what classes I took, all that. That will be coming down the pipeline when I actually get into a college. But this is more of just listing off what colleges I'm applying to and pretty much why. Now, quick disclaimer before I get in the video. This list is sort of preliminary. I'm keeping most of the schools on my list, but I might add some on, and if I do, I'll leave a little annotation in the future. So if there aren't any annotations on the video right about now, then I probably didn't add anything on the list. So for those of you who don't know, which is most of you, I plan on majoring in biology, and if there are any schools that have specialization, and if there are any schools that have a specialization in, say, biology with like genetics or molecular bio, they're pretty high up on the list because that's kind of what I want to do. Actually, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just interested in genetics. I'm a mess with the baby's genes. So in the college search, I've been looking for a couple of things. I've been looking for schools that have small class sizes, available professors. I'm looking for like a mid-sized school that also is pretty selective. Just know that this list isn't in order of importance or schools that I'd rather go to, because I don't really have a top school unlike other people in my grade. I just have a bunch of schools that I like and would love to be able to get in. So in my case, if I get into any of my schools, I'll be set. I don't really have a top choice. So the first school on my list, wait, actually, let me check Common App. So I'm gonna do this alphabetically because that's how the Common App has it right now on my computer. So the first school on my list is Boston University. I actually visited all the schools on my list, but when I visited Boston, I fell in love with the campus. What campus? I fell in love with the city of Boston, and I really liked how urban the campus was. For those of you who have never been to BU, it's basically just like one long street of buildings, and there's like different buildings on each side of the street. It's pretty interesting because I want to know how to like navigate the buildings, because that seems like something fun to do, because your boy goes to private school, he's a little nerdy. BU also has like a bio specialization major, so you know that I'm gonna apply. It's also pretty selective, and I've been kind of applying to selective schools. I think that the highest acceptance rate for any of the schools that I'm applying to is like a 47%. Oh, also, another cool fact about BU that isn't really about the campus, kind of about the student life. There are a few college vloggers and like college YouTubers that go to BU that seem pretty cool. So maybe I'll link with them. Some of them might be graduating by the time I get into college. But oh well, there's some there now that I watch, and that's pretty cool. So the second school on my list is Chapman University, which is in Orange, California, not Orange County. Actually, is it in Orange County? It's in Irvine. No. That's not true. It's close, it's in Anaheim. For me, Chapman's more of a likely and a possible school because I do have legacy status there, and they're not the most selective when it comes to test scores. So I feel like I have a good chance of getting into that school, but that doesn't mean that I like it any less. I actually really like Chapman. My grandpa went there, which I didn't know until I actually like started the application process. But I really like Chapman. They have like a really modern campus, and that's one thing that I'm really looking for in college is like a modern campus. Even though I'm applying to a lot of East Coast schools, and the East Coast isn't really known for their modern campuses, it's more of like a California thing. They also have this new science building coming out in 2018, which is when I will be in college. So I'd be there the first year that it opens, which means all the new stuff would be for your boy, because you know, I'm gonna be in there doing my labs like that was supposed to be me like filling test tubes. Chapman also has a huge Greek life presence. I'm not necessarily into Greek life as much, but it's there. I think, let me try and be a tour guide really quick. I think the statistic is 1/3 of students participate in Greek life. If I'm wrong, then feel free to like correct me in the comments. Like I said, I'm not really into Greek life, but if I were, I'd probably bring a black fraternity there because they don't really have those there. So the next school on my list is Johns Hopkins University. Not John Hopkins, Johns Hopkins University. And this one is a big reach for me. Johns Hopkins is a mid-sized research university, but is one of the best research universities in the country. And they also have that lovely tag at the end of the biology major that says specialization in molecular biology. When I visited, the campus was pretty beautiful. It's in Baltimore, and it's kind of like on the edge of like the sketchy part of Baltimore and the nice part of Baltimore. It kind of seems like its own bubble when you go to the campus, because it's like, for the most part, it's fenced off, and the campus itself kind of looks like its own town in the first place because it's so big. There's also like a lot of greenery and a lot of modern stuff, which is why I really like Hopkins, because it's an East Coast school with modern interior and exterior. It's just looking good all around. So I'm hoping that I could get into Hopkins. The next school is the first small liberal arts school that I will be applying to, and that is Pomona College. No, not Cal Poly Pomona, Pomona College, part of the Claremont Consortium. I really do feel like a tour guide today. Pomona is a big reach, like if I get into Pomona, like big reach. It has like a 9% acceptance rate, so it's like one of the hardest schools to get into in the country. It's definitely meeting my selectivity requirement. I have a very low chance of getting into Pomona, but I'm gonna apply anyway because Pomona seems cool. It's part of like the whole 5 Claremont colleges, part of a consortium. I think the 5 are, let me see if I can name them. There's Pomona, Pitzer, Claremont McKenna, Scripps, and I'm missing one. Oh well. But yeah, Pomona has a really nice campus. It's one of the biggest campuses in the consortium. From what I hear, it also has a nice student life going on. It is a little small. Actually, it's very small. There's like 1,000 kids per school, which makes up about 5,000 to 6,000 kids in the entire consortium itself. So it is pretty small in comparison to my other schools. I forgot what I was saying, so I'm gonna just move on to the next college. So the next school on my list is George Washington University in DC. It is a medium-sized school, I believe. It's either medium or large, I can't really remember. But it's also another urban campus like BU. It's also a test optional school, which is a big thing for me because I'm not the best at standardized testing. So having an option to not report my scores is always great. They also have a pretty okay biology program. They're kind of like a likely or possible for me because they are test optional, and I think my academics can back up my everything. When I visited, I found out that DC is actually pretty hot and humid, but I visited during the summer, so I don't really know. I know it could get pretty cold and that it snows a bunch, but yeah, overall, GW, good school, applying to it. The next school is USC, which is in SC, Southern California. USC is a reach. Once again, there's a lot of college YouTubers there, so that'd be nice to link up with them. And they also have a great bio with specialization major, as well as a lot of internship opportunities. You got the selectivity of the school, and you also have the alumni connections. Also, when I visited, I really liked USC's campus. It was really big, and it was like kind of like the same thing as Johns Hopkins. It is in like a sketchy part of town, but it's like so gated off and like so big that it's basically like its own town. And they also just opened like the USC Village. There's no real need to leave. They got like Trader Joe's, they have restaurants, they have Target. They have everything you need. I am also applying to Wesleyan University in Middletown, Connecticut. I remembered. When I went to Wesleyan, I was really interested in it. I really liked the campus. Again, it had a modern-ish campus, which I liked. It's also a mid-sized, like, small school. One drawback is that they don't really have they have biology as a major, but they don't have like any type of specialization, as they're like a liberal arts school. They're not really a sciencey school, but they're test optional, and I really like the campus and like the feel of the school, so I'm just applying anyway. The last school on my list is Whitman College, and that is in Walla Walla, Washington, the state, not the capital. It's kind of like a safety for me because it's both test optional and there's no fee waiver, so I'm kind of like obligated to apply. They also have a really good bio program. They don't have like specialization, but they do have like a good bio program and good bio resources, so that's also a plus. And it's kind of like in the middle of nowhere, but you know, it's a school. It's a good school. And that wraps up my college list, everybody. Again, if I add anything, I'll be sure to add the little annotations where I did the little awkward thing. I hope you guys are as excited for this college process as I am. If you are currently applying to college, drop the schools you'll be applying to down below, and if we have any matches, then we're competitors. I'm just kidding, but like not really. But thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, then feel free to subscribe. I highly encourage you to do that. And whether you're subscribed or not, hit that like button because as I say in every video, it boosts my ego and you want my ego to be big. Also, if you want to go the extra mile and get all of my appreciation, be sure to share this video with a friend and turn on my post notifications so you know when I post next, which is generally every 2 weeks. Haha, I'll be trying to get that. No, I won't. With all that said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching for the 3rd time, and I'll see you guys later.